of the state of Michigan versus Miranda Ann Wheeler, 237342FY. Present in court is attorney Dan Jaspin as well. I see attorney Percola here concerning the matters then. Counsel, where are we at? We were set for a show cause failure to appear hearing today. We have a probable cause conference tomorrow and a prelim on October 5th. As I understand it, you wanted to address numerous matters today between you. Go ahead.
I think it makes more sense to address Mr. Percola's matter first. I simply want to address the PCC today, and then I will have her sign a waiver, a written waiver.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Percola, then, if you would.
Yeah, for the failure to appear, Your Honor, my client wishes to plead guilty.
All right. In regard to the matter, then, Ms. Wheeler, is that correct? You are willing to plead guilty to the failure to appear?
Yes.
All right, then why didn't you come to court back on May 31st of this year as required?
I just missed it. I threw the paperwork away. I lost it. Something, missed it.
And you didn't bother to follow up between May and September when you were arrested. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. All right, then, in regard to the matter, then, I will take judicial notice of the court's record. She was required to be in court on the 31st day of May. She did not report. I issued a warrant. In regard to the matter, then, do you have any other evidence you wish submitted, Ms. Gunville?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any other evidence, period, that you wish?
No, Your Honor, the people are arrested.
People are arresting. Well, I'm sorry. In regard to the matter, then, in regard to the plea of guilty, sorry, I sidestepped for a minute. She has made out the elements in my mind. Are you satisfied, Ms. Gunville?
Yes, Your Honor.
How about you, Mr. Percola?
I am, Your Honor.
Is either counsel aware of any promises, threats, or inducements in order to get Ms. Wheeler to plead guilty that have not been placed on the record at this time, Mr. Percola?
No, Your Honor.
How about you, Ms. Gunville?
No, Your Honor.
And do you believe the court's complied with the taking of pleas under MCR 6.610, Mr. Percola?
Yes, I do.
How about you, Ms. Gunville?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Wheeler, I'm going to find you've made out the elements of the failure to appear. I'm also finding your plea this afternoon has been made freely, voluntarily, and understandingly. I'm going to accept your plea of guilty, find you guilty of the charge. In regard to sentencing.
Could we possibly proceed to sentencing today? She's been in jail for a significant period of time. It would be our request just to ask for time served in this matter.
All right, then. Let me put that on hold a minute. Let's get to Mr. Jaspin. Mr. Jaspin, where are we at with the felony?
Your Honor, again, this is the PCC, so I'm asking the court to address bond again. Just going forward, just so for your consideration, as I indicated, she will be waiving the prelim with a written waiver. There has been an offer from the prosecution. She indicates that she is going to be accepting that offer once we get into circuit court. So it looks like it's going to be resolved. One of the plea offer is a relatively short jail cap. As Mr. Perkle indicates, she has been in jail for a while now. By the time we can get to the circuit court arraignment and plea, it's going to be a while. So I would ask that her bond be considered. If it's possible to enter a PR bond at this point, I think that's appropriate under the circumstances. She is going to have significant time by the time she gets to arraignment, and there is it's basically a 3-month jail cap as part of what the offer was. So for those reasons, I would ask for a PR bond if that's possible. The previous bond was $5,000 cash surety 10%, which she was not able to post. So I don't know whether she's able to post anything. So if the court feels it can't do a PR bond, I would just simply ask that be taken into consideration, and any The standard inquiries the court wishes to address to Ms. Wheeler, I have no objection.
Who should be heard, Ms. Gunville?
I would leave it to the court's discretion, Your Honor.
Well, in respect to the matter and as to Mr. Percola's proposal concerning the PCC, right now, she failed to appear for her arraignment back on May the 31st and basically knew she had all this pending. This is a felony matter, financial transaction device, 4-year felony. Allegations are between July 1st and July 4th of 2022. A warrant was authorized in February of 2023. In regard to the matter, the underlying charge was initially set at a $1,000 PR bond. And then she failed to appear for her arraignment, at which time it was set for $5,000 cash surety, 10%. Then it sat out there until from May 31st until September 15th, when apparently she thought it was magically going away somehow. Didn't bother to come forward, didn't bother to do anything, and now wants to be able to be given an opportunity to get out on a PR bond to show us that she has no respect for the court system and won't come back again for another 4 months in all likelihood. So no, it's not going to be a PR bond for those reasons. Ms. Wheeler has demonstrated she has no respect for court dates, no respect for pending felony charges, thumbed her nose at us, vacated the court system for 3 to 4 months, whatever it was, between the end of May, June, July, August, and mid-September, 3.5 months. So in respect to the bond, I'm going to set the bond here between the, on the underlying charge and whatever else is pending. I'm gonna set it at 3,000 cash surety, 10%. If she can post the 300 or get a surety to post it, we'll see if she learned any lessons. I can assure you, you don't come back to court, Ms. Wheeler, you've got the mark in the file. Once you get the mark in the file, that means you fail to appear again, you sit there. There is no more bond. You can sit in the jail. Your case is so marked. In regard to the matter, in regard to the request for an immediate sentencing, no, I'm going to set the matter over. Bond on the failure to appear will remain intact with the other stuff that I've said at 3,000. It's all part of it. We'll see if she bothers to come back to court for that failure to appear sentencing. We'll set that for Mr. Percola's regular docket.
I was looking at November 2nd, or did you want it sooner?
That's fine. November 2nd. Is that 9 a.m.?
Yes.
9 a.m.
That's the sentencing, Your Honor.
on the failure to appear. All right, then, otherwise, the terms of the bond remain in place as set. We're set for a preliminary examination still at this point, October 5th. Unless something changes, we'll see you back on October 5th. And then in November for sentencing, you'll get those dates in writing, Ms. Wheeler. If you do post bond, you make sure you stay in touch with both of your lawyers. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else then from either defense counsel?
And just for clarity, Your Honor, there's only one bond in this matter.
Right, exactly. They're all encompassed on one bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Gunville, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you to the jail.